Hello everyone and welcome to my review of Asteroid City, directed by Wes Anderson. This hasn't been one of my most anticipated movies of the year, but it's definitely been one I've been looking forward to because I'm not like a massive Wes Anderson fan, but I do like his style. I find him quite interesting. The only two movies I've seen of his are Fantastic Mr. Fox and Grand Budapest Hotel. I really like both of those movies. So yeah, I was keen to see how Asteroid City turned out, so I went and checked it out yesterday, arvo, and it's something. So I don't even know really how to describe this film. I'm just going to read the summary on Letterboxd. Set in a fictional American desert town circa 1955, the itinerary of a junior stargazer/space cadet convention organised to bring together students and parents from across the country for fellowship and scholarly competition is spectacularly disrupted by world-changing events. That kind of just like covers the bare surface of what is actually happening in this film, because there is so much, and that's just like one aspect of the film. To give you a little bit more depth, just if you want to know maybe what to expect, it's not straightforward like that. It's sort of about a play, which is this itinerary thing in this town called Asteroid City, and you're watching the writer and the actor kind of write it, and you have a host, played by Bryan Cranston, presenting to you like a televised version of this play, and it's so strange, it's so weird. I don't know how to describe it exactly. And then the cast of this thing, Jesus Christ, okay. This is a star-studded cast. So you have people like Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Adrian Brody, Liev Schreiber, Maya Hawke, Steve Carell, Matt Dillon, Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, Hong Chow. And that's not really scratching the surface. There's so many people in this movie, which is really strange, considering how kind of empty and lonely the kind of atmosphere of the movie and the town is. Yeah, there's a lot of people in it. So starting off with the main positives of this thing, I just love the fact that this is a film that is an ambitious project that it's unlike anything I've seen this year. It's unlike anything I've seen before, if I'm going to be completely honest. And I don't think I'm going to see anything quite like it again, because there's only one man named Wes Anderson, and yeah, this is very distinctly his. The difference between movies like this and Grand Budapest Hotel and Fantastic Mr. Fox is those other movies are a lot more accessible, I feel. This is one of those ones where if you go into it expecting it to just be, you know, a movie that you go and see at the movies, you're going to be quite disappointed and maybe even angry with this film. But I think if you go in with the right mindset, and that's why I was kind of like discussing when talking about the summary, I was trying to like lay it out clear, because if you go in with the correct mindset, I think you'll really enjoy this one. The visuals in this thing too are so incredible, so mind-boggling. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, I can't make some of this shit out. Like the sky, like, because it's kind of like a stage play thing, but the sky looks like a wall kind of, but then I can't really tell if it is or not, because it goes back so far, and just the way that the stage play, instead of being like a normal on a stage, it's almost like an entire, it's almost just as if the story wasn't a stage play and it was actually something that was actually happening. Like, it's so weird how it's done, and just things like there's like a half-built bridge going across one of the roads, and there's just these weird signs everywhere where you can buy land through vending machines, and the blue of the sky contrasts just the like extremely light brown kind of yellow of the desert. I don't even know how to describe it. This is a hard film to talk about because it's so strange. The music, again, is excellent, as is the music in all of Wes Anderson's films. I feel like that's just a given. Really atmospheric, not overly like, you know, memorable the same way Grand Budapest Hotel's music was, but it really does add just that vibe to it that Yeah, it's great. Also, this movie was hilarious. Like, it was really, really funny. There was a part like halfway through the film, which I won't spoil because it's probably like one of the more memorable parts of the film. But it just, I was sitting there just like almost just busting out in laughter. Like, it was so funny. It was so stupid. Oh, it was great. It was really, really funny. And also, I think the thing with this thing is I don't entirely understand everything that happened in this because it was so weird. But I also feel like that was the point exactly, was to not entirely get it. And I'm glad that I didn't entirely get it because I want to rewatch it now. Um, I just think it's very thought provoking, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it was incredible. Moving on to some mixed aspects I have. As much as I like most of the characters, I don't really like any of the kid characters. They're almost a little bit too Wes Anderson for my taste. And that's the thing. I think it works very well with the adult characters. But the kids, they're just so not kids, if that makes any sense at all. Like, it's definitely written by, you know, someone who is not a child. And it's obvious. And it's very, very Wes Anderson. And that's mostly a good thing. But in the characters, as I said, just mainly the children, it kind of becomes a little bit irksome. Now, moving on to my negatives, which is actually a strange negative, and I'm not even sure if it's going to affect my overall score, but if you aren't a fan of Wes Anderson films, or if you aren't going to go in with the, like, right mindset, you are going to hate this movie. And I mean, like, this movie will annoy the living piss out of you. But that's the thing too. If you are a Wes Anderson fan, you're going to love this. But it's, out of the three that I've seen, it's by far his most inaccessible film. It's really, really, really weird and really quirky and really quite ambitious and different. And it's not going to win. If you're not a Wes Anderson fan and you haven't really liked much of his stuff and you thought, I might check out this might change my mind. No, it won't. It'll probably just reinforce how much you don't like his style. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed Asteroid City. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know exactly whether it's perfect, but I think that it will hold up even more on rewatch. And I am going to give Asteroid City 4 stars. Thanks so much for watching. Absolutely check out this new film if you are a fan of Wes Anderson. If not, avoid it at all costs. Or, maybe go check it out. Maybe you'll be surprised, but I just can't see anyone who's not a Wes Anderson fan having this film convert them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.